Okay, y'all. Stay frosty.
Hello, boys and girls. Winter Ice Crystal here again. Sorry for the delay. I've been suffering again, and I'm on drugs that pretty much render me unconscious from the moment I take them. Yes, something like this always happens, and I wanted to complete the game before I reviewed it, but well, whatever. I'm awake now, and it's time for the much promised review. Yes, I've had a lot of trouble recording the game as well, which is yet another reason for the delay, but well, whatever. Battletech, for those of you who don't know, is the new turn-based strategy game from Paradox and Harebrained Schemes, based on the popular Battletech franchise. There's also elements of time management and grand strategy, similar to the Europa Universalis series, in there too, tied together with a story about you, the leader of a mercenary group, helping an exiled princess to reclaim her kingdom. The game does work for the most part, and the graphics aren't too bad, although they do look a little dated in places. There's obviously been a lot of work put into the game, though. I mean, it's quite good. And having said that, however, I am very hesitant to recommend it in its current state. There are several reasons why, and I'm just going to go through them right now. For starters, the game has quite a lot of performance issues. Now, I don't mind games with long loading times, and this is one of those games, but I do have a problem with games that run poorly. And Battletech often does, and for no obvious reason. Adjusting the graphics didn't seem to make any difference at all, and at times the game lagged so much that I thought there was something wrong in my mouse. Well, what happens is that the buttons on the screen suddenly become hard to press, and my pointer suddenly starts jerking about to the extent that it's hard to do anything. Fortunately, the footage I'm showing you now is absent of these errors, so this bug might have been ironed out by the time I recorded that. And just for the record, my computer does exceed the recommended spec, so the fault isn't at my end. And there's even been reports of some people's graphics cards melting due to the heat. Yes, I know. Insert heat level critical joke here, and you should have added more heat sinks. Yes, very funny. The interface can be a bit clunky too, in particular the mech customization screen, where you have to drag and drop the different equipment, lasers, guns, heat sinks, into various slots, and trying to line them up can be a bit of a nuisance because the interface follows your mouse arrow rather than the item that you're dragging. Yet, the mission preparation screen interface works in the exact opposite way for some reason, which is a bit confusing, and I don't know why. The background of the story is quite interesting, and some effort has clearly gone into it. Far more than can be said about the 40k Sanctus Reach turn-based strategy game, although admittedly that did run a hell of a lot smoother. It's not just your standard, oh, there's a bad guy with an evil empire, let's kill him. Although, personally, I think it would have been better if you'd have played the part of the princess rather than just some merc who does the odd job for her. Yeah, the game's fairly open. You can go to different star systems to fulfill whatever mercenary contracts you feel you're capable of doing, grab the money, keep your unit in order, and go on these so-called priority missions where, well, these are the ones that advance the storyline. And your ultimate goal is to fight off these usurpers and get the princess back on her throne and get your reward. But the princess herself has her own problems, which I'll tell you about those later. Now, during your travels, random events can occur. Fair enough. Now, the trouble with these is that there aren't that many of them in the game, and they quickly become repetitive. I mean, from the beginning to the when I actually won the game, I had my crew accidentally get delivered this shipment of Triple F burgers. I don't know, they're some sort of space McDonald's. That must have happened at least 6 times, and every answer gets the same response. I mean, some of these events will provide a morale bonus for some of your characters, which supposedly affect them for a limited period of time, but they're actually permanent due to a bug that unfortunately still hasn't been ironed out yet. And not only that, the decisions you make during your rather lengthy conversations with the other characters don't seem to have any impact on the game at all. I mean, you're expecting it to build up to something, but unfortunately it doesn't, which was disappointing. Now, let's have a talk about the bugs, which, unfortunately, there are quite a few of them. Alright, spoiler, okay, right. In one mission, you're required to take over this prison to release these POWs. Now, as soon as you break through the gates with your team, your princess, who is this, well, at this point, you don't have control over her. She acts as an NPC. She decides to pull this Leroy Jenkins move and join in the battle by herself from the opposite side of the prison. Now, one of your tasks is to prevent these 4 mechs she's charged at from basically blowing her away. Now, up to this point, I played almost perfectly and hardly taken any damage, but my characters were far too weak to help, and she got killed in 2 turns. Mission failed. Now, that really isn't fair, and it's one of my pet hates in any game. AI allies that cause you to lose. I mean, it's not the only instance of that either. I mean, it's some of the other missions where, for example, you're expected to escort some vehicles to this evacuation zone. Some of them will just charge straight into the enemy and get killed. They won't avoid them or try to stay next to your mech warriors for protection. They just do what they want. And with regards to the Leroy Jenkins move, I mean, frankly, that suicidal charge of hers didn't exactly endear me to her. I mean, it could just be unintentional Ludo narrative dissonance, but, you know, if she's that impulsive, maybe it's safer just to leave the current dictator in charge. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? In a later mission, you're required to stop an enemy APC invading a spaceport, so it's basically like the opposite of the mission I've just described. No problem. I mean, I've done missions like that before, but now for some reason, my characters that could previously one-shot heavy mechs can't hit the broadside of a barn, and Princess Leroy then decided to start channeling Captain Hindsight and warn me about the enemy APCs that are getting too close to the starport, after they'd already invaded the starport. Yes, thank you for the heads up, Princess. Thank you very much. Yes, there's odd messages like that in some of the regular missions too. Like, you've got this XO chap who offers you advice, and he warns you that, like, there's enemy reinforcements arriving after you've killed them. I mean, this happened a number of times, so it's not just a one-off. What else was there? Yes, the other thing I found strange is how the different contracts you do don't seem to have any time limit. And then there don't appear to be any consequences for just, like, fooling around for weeks on end when an urgent mission appears. You know what I'm getting at. I mean, the enemy don't get any stronger, and the mission doesn't get any harder. It's just exactly the same, which I thought was a bit weird. I also didn't like the way that you're only allowed to field 4 mechs at a time, which seems very silly when you consider that Mech Commander, a real-time strategy game almost 20 years old, sometimes allowed you to field 12 of them. I mean, in short, I think that this game has got a lot of potential. It's certainly not a bad game, but I think it's been released too early, and there's a lot of stuff here that needs to be patched. So, what can I say? 6, maybe 7 out of 10. Yeah, I'd avoid it though for a while. Wait a few months for harebrained schemes and Paradox to get rid of all the bugs and see how it goes then. So yeah, that's it then. I'll just leave you with this mission just to show you what the game looks like and how it runs. So see you soon. Hopefully with a full playthrough next time. Cheerio.
Yes, Commander. Locking on target.
Engaging multiple targets.
Receiving you. Heading out. Engaging. Scored a critical hit.
Yes, Commander. I copy. Hell yeah. Mech destroyed.
Good to go. Target acquired. Mech destroyed.
Good to go. Heading out. Confirmed. Target eliminated. Heat damage. Damn it!
Ready for orders. Confirmed. More bandits incoming. Oh, damn it. Oh, that hit me in the meat. Gonna need a medic.
Commander. On my way. Sensors locked on.
Commander. Firing.
Enemy detected.
Aye, aye. I've got a sensor lock.
Warning. Detecting mech warrior injury. All weapons committed.
Yes, Commander. Firing on target.
Ready for orders. Affirmative.
for orders.
Warning. Armor low. Engaging multiple targets.
Let's do this. Roger. Taking a protective stance.
Orders. Firing on target. Take that.
level. Warning. Armor breached. Internal damage.
Yes, Commander. On it.
Hell yeah.
Enemy down.
Warning. Detecting mech warrior injury.
What's up, boss? Target acquired. Target neutralized. Watch my heat levels.
Location confirmed.
Affirmative.
On the move.
Receiving you.
Yes, Commander. Acknowledged.
On my way. I'll do what I can.
Mission successful.